So here's a thing I hear a lot. I practice every day, I listen all the time, I've been studying for years. Why am I not improving? And the answer almost every time is not that they're doing too little, it's that they're doing the wrong thing.
Or the right thing in the wrong way.
Or the right thing in the wrong way, exactly.
Welcome to Quiet English. Today, how to actually improve your English speaking. And by the end of this episode, there's one pair of sentences that look almost identical, but mean completely different things. When you hear them next to each other, something clicks. That's how you learn.
Let's start. Quick, please subscribe. It's free, it helps me grow this channel, and honestly, it's just me and 2 people I invented. Every subscriber counts. Back to them.
So, if someone came to you and said, I've been studying English for years and I still can't really speak, what's the first thing you'd say?
Honestly, start producing. Stop absorbing and start producing. Because understanding something and being able to say it are completely different skills.
And most people stay on the understanding side for way too long.
Way too long. I mean, I remember enjoying listening to English for hours and genuinely thinking, this is great practice. And it was something, but my speaking wasn't moving.
Because your mouth wasn't involved.
My mouth was completely uninvolved, just sitting there.
Passive participant.
Total passenger. And the thing that changed it, I decided to start shadowing. Not just listening, actually repeating after the audio, sentence by sentence, out loud. And within a few weeks, it felt different.
Because your mouth had been there. The sentences weren't new anymore.
And then, the other shift, I started coming back to the same material. Like the same episode, multiple times.
Yes. And I think people feel like that's cheating or like they should always be moving forward. But I keep coming back to the same episodes even now. Not because I don't understand them, because repetition is what makes something automatic.
The first time you hear something, you process it. The second time, you start to feel it. The third time,
It starts to sound like yours.
exactly. And that's fluency. Not knowing more, knowing less, more deeply.
And the other thing, this is something I'd really encourage. Avoid passive listening.
Oh, yes.
I avoid treating English as background noise. If I'm doing it, I'm actually there, paying attention, noticing how sentences are built.
And did you catch what Emily said? I decided to start shadowing. I'll use that exact phrasing at the end. There's something in decided to start versus just started that I want you to hear again. Keep it in the back of your mind.
Flagged. And the noticing. That's the whole thing, honestly. When you stop to notice how a sentence is built, everything starts to shift.
When you stop to notice. Yeah, we'll come back to that one too. Okay, let's look at what happened in that conversation.
So Nathan said, I remember enjoying listening to English for hours. 2 ing forms in a row, enjoying and listening.
Right. Remember here takes the gerund. I remember enjoying. And enjoy always takes the gerund. Always. I enjoy listening. I enjoy shadowing. I enjoy coming back to the same episode. Never I enjoy to listen. That doesn't exist.
And I said, I decided to start shadowing. Decided takes the infinitive, decided to. But then start takes the gerund, start shadowing. 2 different verbs, 2 different forms, right next to each other.
And that's the pattern. Different verbs take different forms. There isn't one rule. You learn them verb by verb. But the good news is, once you've heard them enough times, the right one just sounds right.
And Emily flagged when you stop to notice. We're going to pull that one apart properly in round 2. It's worth waiting for.
Okay, let's get practical, because I think practice every day sounds simple and feels enormous.
It doesn't have to be long. That's the thing people get wrong.
Right. Try doing just 5 minutes of shadowing in the morning. 5 minutes. That's a real recommendation. Not an hour. 5 minutes consistently.
Because your brain needs repetition spread out over time, not one big session once a week.
Completely. And I tend to forget this and have to remind myself that returning to the same thing is the practice, not always moving forward.
You have to remind yourself.
I genuinely do. I keep wanting to find new material, and I can't help noticing that when I do that, my progress slows down. New things feel stimulating, but they don't build automaticity the same way.
Because automaticity comes from repetition. Full stop.
Full stop. And the shadowing piece? For people who haven't tried it, try shadowing just one sentence. One. Not a whole episode, not a whole paragraph. One sentence 10 times. Your mouth will feel it by the 5th time.
And if you try to shadow a whole native speed episode straight away and you can't keep up, that's not failure. That's just starting in the wrong place. Start with one sentence at your level. And remember to actually say it out loud. Not in your head, out loud. Your mouth is a different muscle. It needs separate practice.
And, okay, stop to notice. Let's do it.
Yes. Okay. In round 1, I said, when you stop to notice how a sentence is built. What does that mean?
It means you're doing something, you pause, and the reason for pausing is to notice. Stop in order to notice.
So the noticing happens. You went out of your way to notice.
But I stopped noticing. Completely different.
I stopped noticing means you were noticing things, and then you stopped. The noticing ended.
2 completely different situations. One tiny change. Stop to notice, I paid attention. Stop noticing, I stopped paying attention.
And it's the same with try and remember. We'll pull those apart next.
Actually, I think we should do try now, because it's the most useful one for learners, and we keep dancing around it.
Fine. Go.
Try shadowing. Experiment with it. Give it a go. See if it works for you. The result is open.
Try to shadow. Make an effort. You might not fully manage it. I tried to keep up with the speaker, but I couldn't.
The gerund is the experiment. The infinitive is the attempt.
And remember to say it out loud. Don't forget to do this. Future action.
I remember hearing this structure for the first time. That's a memory, something that happened, past experience.
I actually do remember that. The first time something clicked in English. It's a very specific feeling.
Yeah, it is. The payoff.
Stop to listen. Stop listening. Let's put them next to each other.
I stopped to listen to the podcast. I paused what I was doing. My reason for pausing was to listen. The listening happened intentionally.
I stopped listening to the podcast. I was listening, and then I quit. The listening ended.
One sentence, active choice to pay attention. Other sentence, you gave up.
And for language learning, both matter. I stopped to notice the structure. I paid active attention. I stopped making the same mistake. I got better.
Same verb, completely different outcomes.
And this is what we promised at the top. 2 sentences that look almost the same mean completely different things. And once you've heard it, you can't unhear it.
And you don't have to memorize a list. You just need to hear the right version enough times until it sounds right, and the wrong version sounds wrong.
Which is exactly what this format is for. Come back to this episode. Listen again. The 3rd time you hear "I stopped to notice," it'll feel like yours. Clean and fast. Recap.
Verbs that always take the gerund, the ing form. Enjoy, keep, avoid, suggest, can't help, practice, mind, consider.
I enjoy listening. I keep coming back. I avoid passive practice. I suggest shadowing. I can't help noticing.
Verbs that take the infinitive, to plus base verb. Decide, need, want, tend, manage, learn, hope.
I decided to start. You need to say it out loud. I tend to overthink. I manage to keep up.
Verbs that change meaning, the important ones.
Stop plus ing equals you quit. I stopped listening. Stop plus to equals you paused in order to. I stopped to listen.
Try plus ing equals experiment with it. Try shadowing. Try plus to equals attempted. I tried to keep up.
Remember plus to equals don't forget. Remember to say it out loud. Remember plus ing equals a memory. I remember hearing it for the first time.
The meaning change pairs are the ones worth really knowing. Everything else follows once your ear is trained.
Quiz time. 3 sentences. Correct or mistake. Sentence 1. She keeps coming back to the same podcast every week, and her English is getting better. She keeps coming back to the same podcast every week, and her English is getting better. Correct, and genuinely good advice. Keeps coming back. Keep plus the gerund. That one's right. Sentence 2. I enjoy to listen to English while I'm walking. It makes the commute useful. I enjoy to listen to English while I'm walking. It makes the commute useful. Mistake. Enjoy never takes the infinitive. It's always the gerund. I enjoy listening. Enjoy to listen doesn't exist in English. Common mistake, easy fix. Sentence 3. I suggest to start with just 5 minutes of shadowing a day. I suggest to start with just 5 minutes of shadowing a day. Mistake again. Suggest takes the gerund. I suggest starting with 5 minutes. You can also say, I suggest you start, but never, I suggest to start. Genuinely one of the most common errors with this verb.
Shadowing time. Say it out loud, actually out loud. Not in your head. That's the point. I keep coming back to the same episodes, and every time I hear something new. I avoid listening passively. If I'm doing it, I'm paying attention. Try shadowing just one sentence at a time. That's enough to start.
Remember to say it out loud. Your mouth needs the practice, not just your brain. And I decided to start shadowing, and within a few weeks it felt completely different. Decided to, infinitive. Start shadowing, gerund. 2 verbs, 2 different forms, 1 natural sentence. That's the grammar living in something real. You just said it out loud. Say it again tomorrow.
That's it. Gerunds, infinitives, and the pairs that change meaning. Stop to do, stop doing, try to do. Hear them enough times, and the right one will start to sound right on its own.
That's not a promise, that's just how language works.
If this helped, subscribe, like, comment. Thank you.
See you next time.
See ya.